Look, KRIZAN, KRIZAN, Emotional Wreck 101, where I talk to you about the BS that goes on in my brain when I want to get laid. Yeah, this was inevitable. But this is third vid, man. Like, she's already going into that. Damn. I purely just talk about this stuff in the hopes that you just go, thank you, Jesus. Someone else thinks the same way as I do. Or, dear God, this woman needs help. Either way, it's a good thing. Leave a comment about it. Like my video. Do it, do it, do it. London All-Nighter, I did an emotional wreck off the back of that in Brunswick Square here in Brighton. I will be dropping a bit of the footage into this. 3 points that we're going to delve into is approaching men or women and the paranoia that comes into approaching to the leaving of their place to then relationship love, which I don't know so well, but freak out about. Let's get started. Now, when you're going out, a lot of your girlfriends, and maybe even yourself, expect guys to come and approach you. And then you find yourself sometimes wondering why the guy you've been eyeing off most of the night hasn't approached you. And you're just like, no, he probably doesn't like me because he hasn't come up to me. Girl, he's like 3 steps away from us. Just go over there. He's a guy. He's meant to approach me. I'm meant to stand here and look all pretty, and then he would just come over and say hi. Just go over there. Like, even just walk halfway. I'm pretty sure he'll walk halfway. No, I'm okay. I'm just going to stand here and wait for him to come to me. I mean, I'm going to be leaving at like, I don't know. I'll just wait until he comes to see me. And if he kisses another girl, or if he turns and starts chatting to another girl, what's going to happen then? Well, then that just means he likes her, right? It's okay. I can handle that. It's fine. There are so many other fishes in the sea. I'm pretty sure. Oh, jeez. Someone just approached him. Wait, what? What? She's not even attractive. Well, it looks like she made him giggle. So babes, I think you just cancelled yourself out. Yeah, she's going up in there. Oh, well. There's plenty more fish in the sea. Are you serious? Women seem to have that idea, right? And it's been instilled in us since day dot, whenever the cave people were around. There are some chicks who just know what they want and they go and they get it. Girls like me and my mate Kookie. I just saw him and I was like, I like him. I want him. And then I had him. And this is all to Kookie because I fucking love the way she approaches guys in clubs. When she sees a guy she likes, it's like fat kid seeing cake. It's literally like if she sees you, she's like, I know. You know, I've always waited for guys to come and approach me in clubs and things like that. I have been approaching guys now because I like them, and you'd be shocked. You approach a guy that you like and they're thankful that you approach them, and if you get rejected by a guy, you're just like, okay, and move on to the next one. When I walk into clubs and stuff, I'm just looking around, I'm scoping, like I was scoping, I could hear I was scoping, but I found myself kind of just going, no, I don't see any guys I like, so I'm just approaching. But if I see someone that I like, I'm just, let's go. I ease over, and then before you know it, I turn around and he's just there. And so we start dancing with each other and chatting to each other, and I normally give him a lot of shit about his dancing. Because that's just me. And then before you know it, you're in. I've even had guys that I've approached in the middle of a dance floor, like this tall Moroccan. I walked up to him and I need you to know that you are gorgeous. And he chuckled to himself and was just, thank you. Arms around my hips. She's literally mine. You do the bump, right? Where you walk past them, you bump them and you go, oh, sorry. And the guy then just turns and goes, it's okay. And you're like, oh my gosh, your voice is more high pitched than mine. Some women like that, guys. It's okay. Don't you worry. I'm normally intoxicated when I approach people. Sometimes I'm tipsy, which is a nice place to be. And then sometimes I'm just like completely... I used to have a tendency to drink and approach guys that I wasn't really into. Or when you're drunk, you just
approach anyone?
I have in the past approached women. I haven't approached women in quite a while now. When I do approach women, it's smoother, softer, more subtle. You don't want to offend her if she's not into that. You touch her on the shoulder, you buy her a drink. Don't get me wrong, I've approached guys and I've bought them drinks. Some guys find that intimidating, and most guys that I've done that for, they're just like, no, I'll pay for you. And it's like, nah man, I've got this round. That's how we roll. I don't like to feel obligated. And I already knew this, but to hear it from my mates makes me feel sick. Where they've said, if I'm gonna buy you a drink or dinner, then I expect something in return. And that's just ew. Normally you just do it out of gesture of kindness for somebody that you like. I mean, I do. There's just that percentage that's, what are you gonna give me? I pay my own way and I like it that way. It's how my daddy raised me. Most women I've done it to, it works. Because if they don't like it, they move back and you just gotta respect it. But then there are other women who are a little more feisty and I end up getting into a little biff with them. And then before I know it, we're like kissing one another. I know it's weird, but it's what happens. You're seriously looking at me right now going, I had no idea she was a bisexual. I find it empowering to approach someone that I like. I've seen chicks just turn and go proper ape shit on guys who were just like hardcore going up behind them and trying to grind them. You know, the woman's clearly like going, no, sorry, don't. And the guy just keeps going for it. It's like seeing a horror movie. You can just hear it, you know, dun, dun, dun. That's exactly what's happening. I am telling guys to be gentle. Just ease into it. Don't be like throwing yourself in there. Like, jeez. And then there are other times where a guy approached you and said hi, and you know, you started talking and dancing. You start like walking away to go to the bathroom. He's waiting for you, and you walk out, and you kind of just, you know, just get mixed up in the crowd because you're like, I'm just gonna go see if there's any other person out there that I might be more interested in. So you walk over to the dance floor and then you just happen to find yourself with a guy you genuinely like. You start dancing and then you're going with him. This guy starts coming over to you, the one from before. And he starts like trying to dance with you and you're just like, And then the guy that you're actually interested in turns and goes, who's this dude? It's like, oh, we just met. He just doesn't seem to want to go. And so you turn to him and you're just like, buddy, good work, eh? Yeah. Go have fun. Go have fun. Yeah. Good on ya. Good on ya. And some of them are like so drunk to the point that they just kind of think that you're trying to lean into them and stuff, and you just like get lost. I've actually found myself giving a slight push. You are beautiful. So just go and talk to the one you want to talk to. You might walk up to them and you're like, whoa, you were hotter 10 meters away. It's like, I just can't deal. I was looking for the bathroom. It's so much fun going out and being able to lure in somebody that you like, or at least approach them. I don't go out every time going, I'ma get laid. Not every time. No. Then the paranoia starts. London all night.
I left him this morning and I was just kind of like, should I have left my number or should I have not left my number? He was sleeping, so I didn't know if I should leave my number. Maybe I was like too fat. Maybe he wasn't really that interested in me. I don't.
My brain's just like, just turn around and walk away, woman. It's like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna, no, leave your number. And it's like, no, I don't know what to do. So instead, this is what happens. I just go, walk out, leave. Door shuts behind me and I'm just like, I should have left my number. I'm really terrible at messaging because I have that friendly nature where I just message like a mate, and then guys are just like, so does she like me or does she not like me? I have a tendency to have guys message me for a week, 2 weeks, and then just drop off. At the beginning, I become really paranoid about the messages, but then when I don't get what I want within a certain period, I then just get bored, and I get bored easily. I've had times where I've messaged guys, they've read my message, but they're not responding. And I'm sitting there in that hour, I'm like messaging all my girlfriends. Now, I just need you guys to know this. You may be thinking you're messaging just the chick, but you're messaging like 10 chicks. Because she screenshots it and sends it to her closest girlfriends who know everything about her sex life. It's been like an hour. and he hasn't responded. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't like me. Like, I don't even care. Why did I even bother to message him? Like, why do I do this to myself? They want to give me their number, they give me their number. I then message them, they then just don't message me back. And then one of your girlfriends contacts and goes, girl, wait, give the guy some time, man. Oh yeah, that's so true. I mean, it's only an hour. I mean, he's already read it, but it's only an hour. I mean, he's read it and it's been an hour. And then before you know it, you've distracted yourself with something that's on Instagram, and so you've completely forgotten. And then he doesn't respond to you till like 5 hours later, when he's completely wasted in his bed, and he's just like, I'm thinking of you, girl. And it's like, yeah, you are. That's where I'm gonna leave it. The paranoia that comes with it is just so intense. Oh my gosh. When I was approaching a guy once, he actually asked me to marry him. Yeah, let's get married. Did somebody say bomb? Because that's what I heard. Then you have guys who like flick through a magazine and show you houses that they're thinking of buying, and they want you to pick which one's the nicest one. And in your mind, you're just like, since when did we get married? I thought I was just getting laid. Now I'm getting married. Getting laid or getting married? Where I'm at right now. We're gonna get deep, okay? Because we're now going into my insecure side. I've never been in a relationship before. As you know from my previous vlog, LinkedIn, I found myself crying. I realized that I don't like relationships because I have a fear of completely destroying the relationship. And when I start to feel like it's becoming serious, that's when I start getting paranoid. Everything just becomes exaggerated tenfold, and I become somebody that I'm not. When it comes to the idea of relationships and having to commit to one person, I can't, because in my mind I'm thinking, oh, but that guy's better. Oh wait, what about him? Oh no, him. So relationships just has not been my thing. But again, everyone says when you fall in love, you'll know, and then all that stuff that you've built up in your head and this vlog will then just become redundant. So I haven't been in a relationship, but I think I have felt love. I'm very, very good at analysing things and breaking it all down, dissecting it for all that it is, then putting it back together and weighing it up and going, you don't deserve me. And right now that's what my brain's going through. My self-worth is very high. My other half needs to match that, if not go above that. I've yet to meet another amazing person. I've accepted the fact that I'm the way I am. You're like, slut? No, you are a beautiful person. You are worthy of someone else's time. So, getting laid or getting married, which do you prefer? Lil KRIZAN, KRIZAN. Emotional Wreck 101.